Indonesia, with a huge population of 265 million people, consisting of 17,504 islands with 500 cities and regencies, in part on isolated areas and small islands, yet some are located in large cities such as Jakarta, Surabaya and Palembang. With a diverse population and widespread landmass from Sabang to Merauke, Indonesia has undertaken various efforts to implement the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. The government of Indonesia, through the Ministry of Finance and PT SMI, seek to achieve the SDGs through establishment of an integrated platform called SDG Indonesia 1, which combines public and private funds, through blended finance schemes to be channeled into infrastructure projects related to achievement of SDGs. With extensive experience in managing funds from donors, bilateral and multilateral institutions in the form of grants, technical assistance, capacity building, as well as strong support from the government of Indonesia through the Ministry of Finance. PT SMI will be the implementing agency of this platform. PT SMI not only has the capacity to manage funds, but can also accelerate deliverables through innovative products and monitoring the implementation of this project on the ground. SDG Indonesia 1 is a platform that includes 4 pillars that are tailored to the specific requirements of donors and investors, namely development facilities, de-risking facilities, financing facilities and equity funds. The platform aims to raise funding from investors, donors and philanthropists to be channeled to projects in Indonesia that support the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals. The first pillar of these development facilities is aimed at encouraging the preparation of infrastructure projects, both on a national level and at a regional government level. With this development fund, preparation of infrastructure projects can be better, both in terms of quality and quantity. The second pillar is the de-risking facilities, aimed at increasing bankability of infrastructure projects so that it is attractive to the private sector. In this case, commercial banks and investors that participate in infrastructure projects. The third pillar is the financing facilities, aimed at encouraging and stimulating greater infrastructure financing by attracting other parties, such as commercial banks or private investors. Financing funds can play a role in the form of flexible financing products and functions to close the gaps. The fourth pillar is the equity fund. This is intended to encourage participation of private investors to participate in SDGs-related infrastructure projects. With an equity fund, there is strengthening of capital capacity for new, greenfield projects, and this can also act as asset recycling for projects that are already operating, brownfield. With this platform, the Ministry of Finance and PT SMI will transform needs into opportunities for all parties. In addition, this platform also ensures the development of the infrastructure sector, from the start up to funding availability and implementation in the field. By combining the right instruments, execution of infrastructure development will be smoother, so that it encourages inclusive development by managing all stakeholders, paying attention to economic, social and environmental aspects, and prioritizing good governance.
For AFD, the Sustainable Development Goal is a key mission that we have worldwide in more than 100 countries. And AFD is able to strengthen the partnership we have already with PTSMI in the area both on financing infrastructure but also on innovative mechanism for finance. Example, we have started to work on de-risking mechanism for the bank, which is key in order for the bank to increase the investment in a number of areas, and we will continue to work with the bank and providing them funds both for investment and also de-risking mechanism.
SDG 1 Indonesia is both topical and timely. The innovative green finance mechanism that the Asian Development Bank is helping PTSMI setting up under the SDG 1 is about leveraging public sector funds to de-risk green projects so that private capital can be crowded in.
In our view, Indonesia and PT-SMI display just the right attitude by not looking at this task as confronting a huge funding gap of ever so many millions, but instead greeting this opportunity to invest and to leapfrog onto a large scale with socially equitable, inclusive, climate-adjusted investments.
Very pleased to have an opportunity to contribute to the SDGs Indonesia 1, and I'm looking forward to continuing cooperation with PT-SMI. I wish the newly launched SDG Indonesia 1 platform very success in the future endeavors. Terima kasih.
We at MEDCO strive to lead by example and believe with this commitment. MEDCO will be able to efficiently deliver upon and support the achievement of sustainable development goals of our nations.
SDG Indonesia 1.